What's up, people? This is Izzy back for another review, and today I'm going to be reviewing Copenhagen wintergreen long cut. Got a new design for the good old Cope. Now I'm doing this one because mainly because I went and got a can yesterday night, and this is my all-time favorite chew. For anybody who's wondering, this is the stuff that I can go to day after day and never get tired of it. I'm reviewing this one now because I actually made another video, which is the Skull Mint review. I haven't uploaded it yet. It's too long. I gotta cut some little parts out. Once I'm done editing it, I'll put it up. But I wanted to review this one and get it up beforehand because the design is annoying as hell to me. I went and I got the can last night. I was just driving around with a friend late at night, and we were talking, and I was trying to get this sucker open. I was driving too. Now, normally, I don't know how most people do it, but I usually just slip my thumb right in there, and I can usually go right along the edge of the can. So you can see, just kind of like that. Get all the way around it, and then I'll be able to pop the sucker open. Well, with this can, and I'll show you, I actually had to shred all the way around this sucker in order to get it open. And that was really annoying, because I'm used to, like other cans, just kind of sliding all the way around it. You know, sometimes I'll use this hand, whatever. But this new Copenhagen logo, I don't know if they tape over it now or something, but it was a pain in the butt to open. So I thought that would bring that up for anybody who's going out to get some new Copenhagen. This is the newer design. I don't know when this came out, because I got a can last week and it was not like this. But I've been to 2 other stores since last night, just getting groceries and whatnot, and I just looked at the cans and they were the exact same as these. So new design. It's got like an army kind of look to it. I'm in the Navy, like I've said. You can actually see I got my beanie on today. And you know, I understand the green for the wintergreen. Not too hot on the new look, not because of anything to do with military issue, but it's just not the original Copenhagen to me. I mean, I like the design. It was classier looking, older. What's kind of weird, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but if you actually move the can around, it's kind of got like a 3D effect across the Copenhagen. And it's kind of interesting to look at, really. It's like, oh, that's different. So I haven't seen that before. But so I thought I'd bring that up. And this is my favorite dip. So I'm actually at the gym right now. I'm about to head in, and I thought I'd dip for a little bit right before, get myself little wrapped up into it, whatnot, get ready. So if I can find that stupid bottle I have. All right, let's review it. So this is the wintergreen, like I said, Copenhagen long cut, and I'm gonna pack a lip, so hopefully you're packing with me. So I'm gonna do a pretty decent amount. I dipped once earlier today. It was about 8 or 9 o'clock this morning, and it's almost 4, so it's been a little while. I'm going to pack on this side today. I usually don't pack on my right. So here we go. Love the stuff. New design may not be that cool, but it doesn't change quality. Alright, so getting into the video, because the last one was really long, it was about 16 minutes, and they won't let you upload a video over 15. So, to start out, I'm just going to start out with the smell of it. Gotta spit. Okay, so Copenhagen. Love Copenhagen. Started out using Skull. I feel like a lot of people do. And was super fond of their wintergreen. Buddy told me that's nothing. Try Copenhagen wintergreen. Stronger nicotine, better taste, better quality. And he was right. I didn't think he would be right, but he had some, offered it to me, and I love the stuff. And since then, I've been using this as my main. So, that being said, smell sensation. Wintergreen. Nice, minty sensation, not overpowerful. You can get the tobacco smell in there too, so it's not something that'll make you sick. I feel like some other brands from wintergreen has like a Pepto-Bismol kind of smell. And I don't like Pepto-Bismol. So to me, it makes it hard to stomach it. Especially if it smells that strong. That's all you're getting at first is just the smell sensation until you actually get the tobacco-y taste after a little bit. But wintergreen doesn't have that. I mean, wintergreen. Copenhagen doesn't have that. So I like that about it. So, with that being said, I packed it up. And, a little bit of a burn. A little bit of a tingling sensation. I'm someone that it doesn't really matter how often I chew, I still get a burn. And Copenhagen is definitely on the stronger side. If you're someone who hasn't dipped for a while, or you've been using lighter dips, like citrusy or berry or peach, anything that's not basically straight tobacco or wintergreen, the burn sensation is going to get you at first. So, and anybody who's new to dipping, if you haven't started dipping and you're thinking of doing it and you want to start out with Copenhagen wintergreen, expect a burn. A hard burn. Because even after dipping for a while, before switching over, first time I dipped Copenhagen wintergreen, stuff. I felt like there was a little fire in my mouth. It was crazy. I'm not too hot on the burn sensation. I know some people love it. The burn doesn't really matter too much to me. I do enjoy the tingling that comes a few minutes after the start of the burn, where your gums kind of relax into it and you're like, oh, okay, that feels nice, like a little massage or something, but so burn is pretty strong. Nicotine level, higher end of nicotine. I'm gonna tell you, I'm getting a little bit of a head rush right now, and it's been about 3 minutes since I put it in, and it's just starting, so I can already feel my head kind of loosening up. Feel like I'm, walking on air, even though I'm not walking. And love it. Great sensation. I feel like the ratio for the nicotine to the dip is pretty good. But I'm also someone who's been using nicotine for about 4 years now. Started smoking when I was 16. Now I actually have it. And so yeah, higher end of nicotine. If you're someone who doesn't use nicotine very often, or even if you are and you're someone who doesn't use a higher level of nicotine, let's say you smoke Marlboro Lights, or you dip Skull usually, or you dip what's that other one? Can't think of it. There's another fairly lighter brand. Basically, if you don't use Copenhagen, it's a higher nicotine level. It's not the highest nicotine level you can get, but I would say if you're doing it on the scale ratio, it'd probably be about 2.0 nicotine, 2.0 to 2.4. I don't think this is a 2.4. I'd say this is probably close to a 2.2, but it's definitely on the higher end. I consider 2.4 to be really high, and about 0.6 to be pretty low. Anything below 0.6, I don't even feel it. So, with that being said, good dip, really good dip. I give it a positive 10 out of 10. Love the stuff. I'm also biased because I use it all the time, so I'm pretty used to it. Nicotine, I'm going to come back to that because now I'm getting a head rush. Pretty good head rush too. And I like doing that right before I go to the gym. It helps me to get a little more active, have the nicotine in my blood, get a little bit of a pump from it. I use it instead of caffeine to pump me up before a workout. So, love the stuff. Now with the new design, like I showed you, it's got kind of like the army look to it. Pain in the butt getting the can open. Had to shred the sucker, which I don't like doing. I have other cans and I'll show you. I like to keep mine really clean looking. I mean, the only reason you can tell this is open is because I seared along the edge of it. But I like to keep the can looking pretty clean. And that might just be my OCD. I know some people completely rip off the label and just keep the cap. So, it's up to you. To me, it was a personal thing. I didn't really like the fact of how difficult it was to open, but I still got my dip out of it, So with that being said, burn sensation is pretty high. Nicotine level is definitely high. Saltiness. It's definitely salty. If you're someone who doesn't dip very often, that's probably the first thing you notice, besides the burn. I'm also someone who has a very low sodium diet. Not for any medical reason, but because since I train so much running and running, swimming, a lot of cardio work, I keep my sodium levels lower, which doesn't make sense, I know, for people who probably are runners. I personally feel like if I can get used to running at a lower sodium level, which I actually already have, it'll help me out in the long run. Every now and then I do a sodium uptake, where I'll have like a day or two of higher end sodium. I don't add salt to anything except for on those certain days. And it's usually once or twice every 8 to 10 days. Just sprinkle some salt on my food and whatnot and add some sodium in there so I can re-up. It's kind of like low carbing, where if you low carb for a while, you start to feel kind of the effect of it, but it's a greater fat burning. So when you re-uptake, it doesn't have anything to do with fat, of course, but when you re-uptake, you feel better, you feel like you're more energized, and then you can go that another 8 to 10 days, 8 days without the higher sodium, just so you can get used to it. Because obviously in field training, once I get contracted, I'm going to be running lots of running. I think it's average of 4 to 8 miles a day. So I'm getting used to having lower sodium because I'm not going to be eating as much. You only get 3 meals a day, and they're scheduled meals. So having that lower sodium level used to before I go, I feel like it's going to help me. Okay, so comparing it, really nothing to compare it to because this is my favorite. I love the peach. I've done a review on Skull Peach before. Really good dip. I really like the dip. Enjoy it. I've actually almost finished the can. It's right here, and I'll show you. Didn't have any wintergreen for a while because I've been using this stuff, and it's pretty much gone. I've got like maybe 1 or 2 decent sized dips in my can still. This stuff's brand new. Like I said, I just got it last night, and I've already used about pack it a little bit. Used about 1/4 of the can. So 1/4 of the can in less than 24 hours. That was my second time dipping it today. Love the stuff. So review of it, I give it a really high review. If you're someone who's newer, I wouldn't try starting out on this. If you're someone who hasn't dipped before, definitely don't start out on it. If you want to try it, go ahead, but I can almost guarantee you'll get sick. Spit sensation with it is pretty good. You're not spitting like all the time, which I like. Especially when I'm driving. I hate having to constantly be looking down, not looking down, but like picking up my ball of spit. Whereas with the other dip, especially Skull, I feel like you spit a lot. Some people love that sensation. If I'm at home and I'm, watching TV or playing a video game or whatever, it doesn't matter to me too much, but I don't usually dip at home. It's usually just when I'm driving or like right now before I go to the gym. So I like to be able to just kind of keep it in my mouth and not worry too much about having to spit that often. As far as floating goes, the stuff holds really well. I don't think I've had to resurface it at all back here. I'm getting a little bit in the front, but it's not a problem. I love the way this packs. Fantastic. Great pack, great dip. I'm on the higher end of the nicotine level because I'd smoked a lot. So I'm used to it, but I still get a head rush from it. Almost every single day, at the beginning of the day, I get a head rush from pretty much anything I dip. Except for some Skulls. Some of them I don't really feel anything. But this stuff, I definitely do. And even now, it's my second time dipping it today, and I got a head rush. It's pretty much faded now, but good head rush from it. So with that being said, the only thing I don't like about it right now is this new can, because it was such a pain to open. Now, I might have just gotten a bad can. It could have been they had a mess up and they weren't able to correctly get it on, but I mean, it looks pretty clean, besides the fact that I had to rip it to get it open. So that's the only bad thing I would say. Not a big fan of the new label. Skull, like I mentioned before, has the whole inside where they do a pinch better, and I feel like that's just kind of like giving you a pat on the back for choosing Skull. And Copenhagen doesn't usually do that. They usually don't have anything on the inside of the can, so now they do, and it's actually more just like a promotion thing, which I feel like they're doing it because the other brands are doing it, which isn't a problem. But so yeah, I'm gonna end the review here because I'm out of time. Thanks guys, have a good day.